Хей, дорогие мои друзья, с вами Мунлайт, хоть и опоздавший, но Мунлайт. И добро пожаловать на стрим по Genshin Impact. Так уж и вышло, что я сегодня что-то подзадержался. А если быть честным, я редкостный распиздяй сидел, играл в Overwatch, потом на время смотрю, я открою стрим. 10 минут идти должен был. Пока туда-сюда, пока то все, пятое, десятое. В общем-то, мы уже вот они в сети. В общем, будем сегодня продолжать проходить задания легенд, которые у нас остались. А осталось у нас их еще, господи, помилуй, очень-очень много. Смотреть, что у нас по сюжету, познакомимся с новыми героями, надеюсь, что познакомимся. И будем, конечно же, общаться и получать от этого несказанное удовольствие. Особенно мы это будем делать, если я все-таки соизволю сейчас включить геймпад и не забуду его подсоединить к игре. В общем, дорогие мои друзья, несите чаёк, кофеёк, что вы там любите, вкусняшки свои, устраивайтесь поудобнее, а мы начинаем. Выключаем, как обычно, музыку, включаем звук в Геншине, а то эти стоны на фоне музыки звучат не очень интересно. И поехали. Так, сейчас я верну сразу управление, потому что сразу не подцепилась. Потом Казус радостно смотрит стрим со мной. Так, что у нас? Что у нас? Что у нас? Действительно, у нас что у нас? Да, мне задания нужны, что ты мне открываешь-то? Так, задание легенд. У нас Альбедо, Сяо и Ху Тао. Вот как минимум вот эти вот три, я думаю, мы за сегодня сделаем. Я из них знаю только Сяо. И остальные для меня персонажи незнакомые. Абсолютно. Поэтому Альбедо у нас Меловой Принцепс. Ищем его квест. А, вот он, собственно, недалеко. 700 метров. Куда нам надо-то? И он туда же. Что ему-то в горе нужно? Мел это не снег, хоть тоже белый. Что, будем объяснять ему, что он дурак и перепутал? Здравствуйте. А что у нас вампир тут делает?
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters...
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
Так, подождите, контракты это у нас там, в Лиюэ. В Манштате все свободны.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
Кто тебе такое сказал? Я вам это говорю. Манштат это город ветра и свободы.
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Это значит, что на соглашение можно забить, конечно, и жить в свое
Evidence
удовольствие.
decides what people are like, not your feelings. Don't fret. Nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think, but if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've got to get going. Seems like that, sister.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
Ну, в смысле? Здравствуйте, приехали. Мы вообще-то
You better watch
знакомы.
out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
У Барбары очень такой шоу уже километровый, я бы сказал.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Мелкий неопознанный летающий объект.
She heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... It's the honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the sisters of mine...
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm.
So,
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think.
Ну да.
Come on then.
Опять-таки,
I'd like to see what
начало
he's up
мы
to anyway.
пропустили. Начало было возле лавки алхимика, где мне Сахароза вручила то ли письмо, то ли просто на словах передала, что Альбедо хочет со мной встретиться. Весь он такой молодец. Но вот есть одна незадача. Он свинтил из города. И подозреваю, наша задача теперь его найти. Паймон теперь официально переименуется из консервы в НЛА. Где Сахароза стояла? Сахароза стояла возле алхимики в городе. Когда ты берешь этот квест, у тебя тиммей меняется автоматом на Сахарозу.
Your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Ну, все-таки придется драться, да?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example? Born of ice.
Задолбали вы. Так, осядь. Задолбали эти коты. Жирные, беспонтовые. А проблем от них хреново тут его. Нифига. Просто на 90 градусов. Сразу хлоп и пошел.
I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Блин, ну опять сейчас на этой горе с холодком. Ну, стоят, пляшут, упыри. Вот он, смотри, художничек, блядь. Стоит, рисует.
Is that Альбедо? Why would he hang around a place like...
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly
Гопники.
Looks like we startled them.
Так, подожди, вас было поменьше. Вас было всего 3.
Picture first.
Вы где 4-го родили?
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly churls? What makes them...
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
А это снизу трикли?
Wow, look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
Альбедо, хочу его пипец. Да ну,
You
стрёмненький.
can find these hilly churls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work.
Ай,
Evolution.
Hold your horses.
начинается. Такой он нудный, конечно.
Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamp. We found your man. I'm headed back.
Вот я целиком полностью Розарио поддерживаю.
Don't you have any questions for him? What a...
So Sister Rosaria brought you. But back to the point. From
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my forgive me.
Это useless.
This
Добро
must be
пожаловать.
confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa. You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better
Я бы
than
что-то
trying to
сказала,
explain.
но не могу осуждать чужие мнения. Ну давай, ну скажи. Давай.
For
Oh.
example, awakening life, breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world, helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the...
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out...
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend, but you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way.
А мы прям
to see-
знаем, что это за семя. И мир у нас другой, только один.
This sounds a little freaky.
It's possible. But I will do everything in my control to ensure time for a change of surroundings. We should be going.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Что темный рыцарь-то такой, а? Монашка Бэтмен. Почему разорили лицо такое плоское? Ну, а что? Ну да. Тут, в принципе, много у кого лица плоские.
Nice and spicy.
Может, ракурс просто такой.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know. But I feel the importance of using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute after awakening.
Путешественник с хвостом
creation may be
Манштата
possible.
дракона. Она думает, что представляет ли она угрозу. Но, слушай, мало ли мы сейчас своими алхимическими экспериментами полгорода разнесем. Случайно.
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more...
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit,
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
well, let's just say I occasionally have to look after a child. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart?
Да,
A
да,
fourth
конечно.
stomach?
Да.
things of that
И
nature.
второе сердце, и четвертый желудок, и третья пятка тоже есть.
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some...
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some Oh, that rules out that possibility. But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick. Or cause the waterfall south of No.
Hey, how would you know?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in her research, it seems that, firstly, this mysterious elemental power. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them. Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. Naturally,
Опять.
if you require
И
a
ты
greater
туда же.
challenge,
Может, я позову
Bring
этого,
six
там, вот,
units.
Санадзума, был беглый экспериментатор.
Slimes are fine.
well, prepare yourself.
Boba, get them! Race you! Eat this!
Ребята, это пошло от мира Геншина. Эксперименты. Мне вот эта условность у игры порою бесит. Типа по диалогу разбираться со всей этой хренью должен был мой персонаж. По факту я бью всех другими персами. Мой персонаж ничего не показывает. Но сюжет все равно продолжается.
Great work. Did you feel if you're injured?
Да,
I
да,
have
да,
favorite
я
potions ready.
очень...
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's...
Internal flow.
It's very simple. I can use alchemy if the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body. This potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kind of...
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness.
And in the
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparation. Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved, but if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, it's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately, I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver, all going to plan.
Еще было круто в битве, когда был сюжет с Ключевым из бездны. Не помню, как звать его, он такой перед боем. Я тебе ща наваляю, а деремся в итоге мы. Ну да.
Paimon's still got a few... Let's keep our eyes open.
С другой стороны, много кто его даже не прокачивает, этого ГГ. И как бы если бы его привязывали к каким-то сюжетным квестам, то у человека бы мог просто затык произойти в плане того, что ну не может он пройти, потому что у него ГГ первого уровня. Ни хрена не может. Как у меня, например, ни артефактов, ни нормального оружия.
Nice and spicy. By royal
Просто беспонтовый кусок мяса. Приветствую,
do for
Андрей.
catalyst
Добро
purposes.
пожаловать.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Ну и, конечно же, его лагерь там, где вот тут. Нет. Здесь просто чуваки тусят.
This is my campsite.
Перепутал
I've
немножко
added
мест.
the
Я
materials I
думал, тут будет
collected to the
подъемчик
concoction.
наверх и там Чиличуру. С Чиличуровым тусили.
While we are waiting, have a look over here.
Вот так вот. Мне суждено умереть в этих снегах. Вот и тимейка.
My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment.
Whoa! Look at all the data!
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
Родство между путешественницей и слаймами.
Consider, you don't have a vision, but following this line of thought, I'm sure.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. A cryoregis vine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Три обещали релиз играбельного Скоромучи. Он анима. Подожди, он же Электро. У него глаз бога электровский висел.
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world.
It would. Apologies. I was speaking of data. To complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for
В
the time
смысле
being.
нету?
If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Либо мы говорим о разных этих персонажах, либо ты что-то не то.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink.
Какая скляночка
Remember
интересная.
to keep calm at all times. And breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
А где ее найти? Вот ее найти. Я надеюсь, это не воздействие.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And this potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, but if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. Perhaps it's just scholarly self-assurance. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone and people are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you
Угу.
because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask, but a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an eye of the storm. Have I to sum up? This has been a positive outcome. Go Timaeus. The results of the new experiment are out. If
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. You gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limit. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me. But starting with the premise of an elemental life.
not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research.
You can count on me, sir.
Is he trying to join the Knights? What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit. Mr.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to if you're interested, why not have a look around?
А у нас есть в архивах, где эти архивы, список персонажей вообще всех в игре? Ну, тут, я так понимаю, только... Ля, какая красавица. А чё мутная-то такая? Так, это все, конечно, здорово. А как бы мне вот посмотреть этих? О, скоробей. А почему они ведут себя как жуки-навозники? Как бы мне персонажей-то всех посмотреть? Учение, география, журнал. А, ну тут квесты. Но в книгах точно нет. Экипировка существа, обучение, география. К сожалению, нет. Не совсем.
Here comes Альбедо. Let's go see him.
Не
Right.
совсем.
Did you see anything interesting?
Да нет, сказитель, он электро. Он встречался нам до этого по игре еще, наверное, года 2 назад, когда я только начинал играть. Он нас все бегал убить хотел. Он электро, мы с ним пиздились даже. Как он может быть аниме? Его создала инадзумская это Рейден. Он не может быть аниме. Либо там будет какая-то хрень, по типу, что это его клон или что-нибудь еще, либо... Ну нет. Нет, ребят.
Not to worry. They're all for alchemical purpose. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with vision, but worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. So, leaving elements to one side, I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No, no. You shan't be required. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
Неправда. Глаз порчи же... Ну, кстати, да, глаз порчи вполне себе может быть. Потому что этот Тарталия же в молнию переквалифицировался, когда глаз порчи принял.
That was your best effort?
What's with the disappointment?
Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose I have a curiosity for... Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking?
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly
Paimon, that does sound yummy though. Okay, Paimon approves. Good.
I'll leave you to it then.
Подождите.
Looking forward to
Вы
the
меня
results. If
прям...
there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power
Подождите.
into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does he get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
Угу.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Эти мне картинки. Это непотребство тут, блядь. Ты мерзнешь. А, да, действительно. Я... Да я-то тоже звуки слышу. Я просто на них внимания не обращаю.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Блядь, ну все вот эти вот скрины, которые я нахожу, они хреновые достаточно. Мне проще будет открыть, наверное, стрим свой. Потому что я отчетливо помню, у него на спине был глаз бога, он был электро. Он также таскал его на плече. Вместе со своей этой гребаной повязочкой. Так, ладно, хрен с ним, поехали дальше. Я вне стрима найду и покидаю в Дискорд.
That was fast.
А, подожди. Мне же приготовить надо. Так, что он там хотел? Приготовьте солнечная рыба. Солнечная рыба, солнечная рыба. Ага, вот она, солнечная рыба. Увеличивает прочность щита.
That was fast.
Ну нет, это бред какой-то.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents, unless... Could it be that the...
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box...
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and you're safe. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgive. And you're right, we are good friends.
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me.
Paimon's barely finished eating and...
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. If you had, say, superpower, like night, I must have dropped them somewhere.
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh, yeah!
А, внутри пещеры.
This must be electrohypostasis powder. The extract of an animal crystal fly can
Могу
only
утверждать, что
be
дезинфа, но
animal
мое личное
elemental
мнение,
energy, right?
ему не подойдет аниме-элемент. Он изначально создавался
Still in one piece.
по электро. Это видно по его цветовой палитре. Изменить его могли. Аниме слишком мало. Да я говорю, это бред.
Goodness, you managed to find them. I'm wondering, this elemental sight,
Yep. Guess it does sort of count as a superpower.
unfortunately, though only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean we failed?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. In essence, the differences between humans are looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test.
Ну давай, показывай свое место для физических испытаний. Ёб твою. Поближе ничего найти не мог. Дядя, а ты уверен, что там очень хорошо подойдет место для физических испытаний? зажжем. Греемся. И вот это он называет вот хорошим местом, да?
You
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative.
the opposite side of the lake. So we're
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. Then if you would, please.
Ну, поехали.
wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming,
А что это за
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive
хрень
research.
летающая?
Oh. Forget Paimon said anything.
А этот уже тут стоит. Смотри, что, телепортировался,
Great
что ли?
work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in monster.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat.
Me? Actually, I used alchemy. If it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the innumerable possibilities that this could present.
But how does this help your reason?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing...
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly churros? Because
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are...
so after all these experiments, are we
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me. Now, before we...
Да
follow
уже
me,
хорош.
there are some other ruins.
Я нашу дружбу сохраню, бла-бла, тыры-пыры, трали-вали. Вот тебе на хрен из-под кровати. Это что? Это зачем? Это что мы там забыли? Мы же в лагерь собирались. Мы забыли отмороженную жопу. Ну да, что есть, то есть. Там довольно прохладненько. А куда луч пропал? Был же луч квеста. Я же говорил, когда играешь с геймпада, клава не работает. Нет, типа почему пропадает?
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities. I'd like you to explore these ruins, and there are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, as with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. I tried and tested it, so let's see you in action. It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Угу. Так. С этой разобрались.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Одну фею вижу. А это не может быть та, которая там была на стороне? Здравствуйте. Вот так новости. Вас-то мы и не ожидали увидеть. Так, одна готова. А где вторую-то найти? Наверху не сидит нигде? Интересно. А, вон она. Вон она, скорее всего. Ну, во всяком случае, я на это надеюсь. Ну, давай. О, начинается. Отвяжись от меня, дурак. Тебе бы в холодильнике сидеть. Да продукты отмораживать.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism.
То есть ты не внял моим словам.
Hey, explaining things is Paimon's job.
О,
Oh, seems that the water level has
водичка
suddenly
ушла.
decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. There's still a lot to learn about them. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over the...
Another thing for the don't. Seems like if you want the reward.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kind of looking forward to seeing, unless you can think of anything better to do.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on.
You!
I most certainly did not. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous potions? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps...
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway...
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat...
So, what are you gonna do?
I've gotta hand it to you. You have your moments. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the...
But we don't even...
That much is true. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. Now then, all things considered, which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if...
Overtime.
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo. And don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time.
Просто,
You made a
блядь,
lot of rash decisions today.
приветствую, Бадрен, добро пожаловать.
She's
Мне
good.
кажется, она ревнует.
So, Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh.
Просто ревность. Нас позвали, а ее нет. Так, давайте сюда. Отсюда будет побыстрее.
Race you!
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, but the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is...
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you. Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar, but after imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
Цветочек.
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem. And now to... is not nurturing otherworldly life, also nurturing the world itself. It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of...
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it's... A short life can be well lived. A life lived... So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Don't be sad, Albedo. Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both.
Конечно.
Even
В
if
надежде, что он
dispelling
тебе еще
loneliness
рыбки
is not
подкинет, да?
essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the in the future, if the need arises, well,
Такой себе квестик.
I made a point throughout of telling her how but what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. Those born of earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, can I rely on you to stop me?
Ну, такое. После Джунли прям скучно. Так, Златокрылая Птица, глава 1. Огромное спасибо, аноним, за поддержку. Ребят, пивка и шавухи для анонима. О, Манчкин пришел. Здравствуй. Устраивайся поудобнее. Так, сон бабочки.
There's nothing better to do.
Вот этот вот злоебучий охотник на демонов и сон бабочки. Я правильно понимаю, да? Давайте вот сюда подхилимся. Да, в смысле ты не древнее зло, ты дед. Так. Я вижу здесь фею. Фею надо довести, я полагаю, вон туда.
None of this will go to waste.
Я, говорит, древнее. Так, ну и погнали уже сюда. К этому злоебучему демонюге. Не люблю я его. Тоже мутный он, как Альбедо. Ну, только еще и высокомерный, как мы вчера выяснили. Что, он тебе хиличуру над ним там надругиваются, что ли, или что? Ну и какие-то темненькие.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there? Paimon thinks so too. We've seen plenty of hilly trails before, and they're... Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshu, and now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really...
Так, по-хорошему, надо на стрим зайти. Я зашел. О, Мини, приветствую. Что у нас сегодня прям день возвращений каких. Как твои дела?
These super evil hilly trolls are more difficult to defeat than the... Hey! Seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing. Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He's scared off... Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you mention it, but the magic he was using seemed even more adeptacy than Xiao's.
Опять какие-то гопники.
Hello, allow us to introduce...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Cleansing the world of Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer inspection, it seems that we have...
My name's Paimon, and this is my sidekick.
Что у тебя, Миник? Какая болячка?
One sees. One too shall introduce... The one before you is the Adeptus, Master of Stars. One descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should...
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Levi were just really good in bed.
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the star, yet it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers.
Что начинается?
Have you seen the Master of Stars? I believe that now there is finally some hope. Watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my alien
Что за
father.
мавродий?
The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions was like night and day, I tell you. Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed Adepti medicine is surely the most potent. Sure, you have to make some sacrifices if you seek help from an Adeptus like the Master of Stars. I had to give a few antiques as offerings. But my father's like...
Мавродий.
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that need... reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up his talisman. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services of an Adeptus is a monumental affair. Just look at the Rite of Dissension.
Finally, a life full of hope. Oh, are you after my fiance had been left? I cried every day. But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paint. I can't explain it, but it really worked. I know in my heart that he'll return. This is not some... I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering. After all, if not for him...
Я же говорю, МММ.
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart.
Как так-то, Миника? Что ж ты доводишь себя до таких состояний?
Surely you jest. There was once a senior Adeptus. All things are connected. That which mortals, in other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
No.
Indeed. You are...
Okay.
Oh? You need but ask.
Hey, isn't that a bit of...
Indeed, one wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil.
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes?
Now, hold on a sec.
This is a common mortal sentiment, that you hail not from... So be it. But first, one must...
What's that supposed to...
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone.
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all. Oh, that's right. Some of those believe... Well, Paimon's not... You don't even have a vision. Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food, can they?
Угу.
Yep, a tasty snack is sure to work. Why don't we head over to Wanwan Bookhouse and see if they got any...
Пока что я не вижу никакого участия Сяо в этом безобразии. Обычно как-то сразу нам дают главного героя.
The rain has stopped. Come with me. Let's pick some matsutake.
Это все твой Ростелеком, Екатерина.
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yes. Here.
Oh, aren't you generous?
Hey, isn't that, Star Snapper? What, did you hear the name of the book he just bought? What, well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Why would an Adeptus want to buy... Really? What's so fishy about him? So, what you're trying... Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Maybe we'll find out something... Hey there! We'd like a copy of Yaksha's The...
Huh. Since when did that old chest? You're a rare breed of youngster if this is...
На какой полке? На какой, Машувать, полке? Тут полок целый килограмм. О.
This is the one! Let's see what it's all about, shall we?
Это вот, по крайней мере, каким был, таким и остался. Надо поучиться у него стабильности. Это да.
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed
О,
large.
еще одна змеюка.
The slain gods festered. Their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned
Чего сразу
witches
пира
to
орхидею
vanquish the
демонюк-то?
They swore an oath.
Милый цветочек.
Restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
Потому что демонюга-то еще не.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of Adepti who defend... Seems like a pretty niche... So, there used to be... Do you think that it could have any... No. The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the... Poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods, the Yakshas... It's so tragic. The book says that the wrathful spirits of the gods defeated all of which sound pretty horrendous. Do you think those super evil hilly churls we saw early... Yep. Paimon, so back to the matter at hand. The things we need answers on are 1, where did those... Now, to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. Let's part the To be honest, Paimon actually hopes he is a real Adeptus. But if we get our hopes up, there's further for them to come down. So, it makes sense to... Alright, let's...
Так. Я тут что-нибудь могу купить, нет? Или у меня тут уже... у меня тут все куплено. Потратился я тут в свое время знатно. Опять сюда. Он же в городе. Давайте мы с ним здесь встретимся. Тут дождик.
Wait, did I leave my apron outside to dry?
Стоят, мокнут.
Flee at my command, foul demons. Flee!
Угу.
Why won't you flee?
Uh-oh. Looks like Star's dead, and there are innocent bystanders here too.
Не надо. Пусть они его отмудохают, а потом мы им поможем. Бурунья? Да.
I don't get it. Why has the evil aura of these hilly churls grown?
Sigil of permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar? Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepta. No wonder
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely were one but given another.
Well, as it happens, there goes another.
One suddenly feels ill at ease. Surely one has.
Да.
So you were just bragging after. Come on, traveler. Looks like.
Некарх вошел в тренд. Че сразу с темной энергией-то? Ну подумаешь, они не мылись дня 3. Это же сюжетка Сяо. Я что-то уже забыл. Да. Удивительно, правда?
I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Yes, but you are exercising demons.
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more.
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean... Yeah! Paimon remembers that Xiao... So...
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have my comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic.
Wait! Take us with you!
No need. I am used to fighting alone. And it.
Well then. Oh, consider.
Well, come on then.
So, Xiao.
Фига себе втопил-то, а?
From the bad karma all this time?
Suffer.
Ну, у нас Андрюшка потик. Я вот этот ваш Геншин уже 5 месяцев не заходил. А я 2 года в него не заходил. Вот зашел. Пару месяцев назад. И все, и понеслась. Ты голубой, кто скажет, что голубой, тут только я приношу.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of all evil. To release, you must remain calm. Do not allow your...
О! А, он тут один, что ли? Слушайте, а вот он мне нравится, он неплохой. Даже несмотря на то, что я аниме терпеть не могу, как стихию. А, я так понимаю, это у меня вечная ульта включена. Я понял. Жду, когда она накопится. Она ни хрена не накапливается. Неплохо. Надо будет как-нибудь его выбить.
Paimons just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time too.
Star Snatcher. I am aware of no adept.
О, у него еще и прыжки интересные, повышенные.
He's a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Useless.
Где еще? А, вот туда нам надо. Так, пучок. Интересно, а если сдохнуть от потери здоровья, с каким резнешься?
Useless.
Киря, солнышко мое, иди куда-нибудь, пожалуйста, и не еби мой мозг. Как я захочу, я так и буду играть. Ладненько? Чмок тебя в волю. Можно я буду играть, как мне нравится, получать удовольствие от игры, а не сидеть и дрочить? Ладненько? Спасибо. Не хочу я вот так вот постоянно дрочить, понимаешь? Не хочу, мне это не нравится. Вот. Не доставляет, вот абсолютно, вот так вот. Вот нет. Если тебе нравится такой геймплей, мне не нравится.
It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time. Now, this Star Snatcher used
Ooh, Paimon Adept.
an adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes?
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the adept millennia ago. The ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more.
To be honest.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern.
Oops. Paimon spoke with. Oh, one more thing.
Так он же древний звук.
Adeptus has a sigil of permission. It's what he uses to exorcise demons.
Wait, truly? Fool. Exercise. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must confiscate his sigil of permission.
Great minds think alike! And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us too. If Xiao were to teach Star Snatcher,
Уже звездохват, он же был звездолов.
he'll never dare to pose.
No. I only slay demons.
Who said anything about?
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate, but it can also be used to call.
Whoa! Now that's a real Adepti art for ya.
Просто помню, что почти во всех играх про Бэтмена была боевка, где жмешь одну кнопку и хреначит приемы ГГ сам. Радуйся, что не звездаёв. С Паймон станется. Ну, да.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A sensor,
Курильницу, 7 лампы,
7
что-нибудь, что
light.
поможет снизить температуру?
But as for the sensor and the 7...
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant? The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yaksha. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall, and I will teach you how to use.
Мне кажется, Андрей в упор не замечает гаечный ключ возле ника Манчкина. Нет, ну вот этот квест прям абсолютно беспонтовый. Ребят, я же скоро себе буду заказывать кастеты и дубинку. Слушай, я трость тебе заказываю. Так что мы можем скооперироваться.
The spirit soars the mountains high, while the body rests as the world goes.
Sorry to interrupt you, but...
Well, I'll be. A pair walk into a shrine, neither to see.
We know it's rude to ask, but we
For the dream trawler ritual, I trust. I have been in the shrine for far long. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some understanding of the Adepti arts.
Wow.
It matters not. Take what you need. They serve little purpose here, in any case.
И то есть... Серьезно? Мы вот эту курительницу должны с собой унести?
This sensor should be fine, right? At least it isn't as run down as the shrine. So next...
Сейчас я тебе, Саша, просвещу. Есть у нас в Геншине... Где этот мудак? Где он? Чё я его не вижу? Вот. Вот этот чудный парень с именем Тома. И вот ты только что заказал себе гавкающего Тому. Вон, видишь, Андрюшу понесло.
I presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me.
It's that guy's voice!
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was an illusion. Now that you have taken the 7-star lamps and sensor used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you. I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see a modern Liyue. That aside, you were sent here.
So, you...
I sense his aura upon you. Even after all these millennia, I am truly...
Don't say that, Pervases.
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the conqueror of demons...
Pervases.
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions. The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two. And please pass on... If only I could taste some authentic... By wave and storm, I hunt for fish.
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. We should get going. But
Так, ну пошли. Сейчас будем передавать. А почему сюда? В заданиях легенд экшен будет сегодня? Нет, поэтому пойдем его сейчас компенсировать на мордобойчик. А, курительницу мы уже сюда переперли, да?
Have you gathered the items for the rich? This sensor and these lamps. They're just
oh, and
Pervases. Yeah, as I thought. It seems that he could not leave Liyue behind either. Place the sensor in the middle and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Yes, this will do.
Такие цветочки.
Now,
Что, мы сейчас
next
будем
step
в
is the
растения
key
против
to
зомби
performing
играть?
Dream Trawler. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense. Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Failure to take this seriously could cause...
stop talking.
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts.
Он вообще есть в заданиях легенд? Нет, правда, просто я не замечал. Может, я что-то не понимаю. Но вообще был, мы вчера проходили Джунли, там и босс был, и так боевки было
And to
накидано.
focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin. Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our... If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly. If you have no other questions...
Я проморгал все.
Then we meditate. Paimon. Bring forth sin. It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire one arrow each.
А вот если у меня нет лучника в отряде? Приветствую, Шаверма. Добро пожаловать.
We finished the ritual, and we followed all the
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two...
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless, dead. Impossible. One was just lying in peaceful repose at Wang... Wait. That must be it. Of course it must. One must indeed be in a...
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Huh? What is the meaning of this?
All right, time to take...
Such impertinence. Where are one's followers when one needs them?
Какие последователи?
Please stop. I surrender. I surrender. No. No, never again. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune? Please, great Adepti, spare my...
We did call your spirit here, but we're not
You deceive the masses with quackery. Masquerade as an adeptus. Exorcise demons without exterminating. One day, You will reap that which you have sown.
Здрасте.
For those who invite the inferno into
Приехали.
their lives, there is no redemption.
Ну ты что? И зачем он это сделал? Взял, отключился. Который раз залетаю на стрим, в который раз нифига не понимаю. То у вас пустыни, то у вас какие-то ранары, то последователи. А, это нормально.
Seems like Xiao's got it.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name? It really is you. It's truly you. Never in my life did I imagine that I might...
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. I learned that to this day I'm an avid... But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission, well, at first I was just imitating the Adepti for fun.
Huh. So does...
Yes. Thank you both for allowing me to witness the conqueror of... Please allow me to swear this oath before the... I swear to turn away from evil, to live an honest life, and...
I will remember your oath.
Thank you. 1,000 thanks for...
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath. Oh,
Угу.
we haven't gotten the sigil of permission back yet.
Он светится, остальные персонажи нет. Потому что он дух бесплотный. А у нас есть копьецо, на которое мы его засадили. Духи не знают усталость. Ага.
Hey there, boss.
Star Snatcher. He signed in here under the name Wong Ping An. He's already checked out. He said he wished to go on a solo... yes! He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler.
Talking fair.
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler.
How strange that he would leave a... Come on, open it, Paimon. Huh? Seems
Если
like he
читать
actually
письмо,
left us a
значит, я
few
уже
nice trinkets.
вступаю на путь самосовершенствования. Очень жаль, что я не могу лично извиниться перед вами. Я надеюсь, что вы сможете простить меня. Ага, я не спал всю ночь до рассвета, думал, как исполнить клятву. Я не только обманул вас, но и воспользовался надеждами тех, кто в меня верил. Человек, попавший в трудную ситуацию, часто становится слабым и слепым. Ага. Я же попросил кое-кого вернуть те деньги, которые получил обманом. Грешник.
Along with... Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time. Yeah.
А этот уже здесь сидит, завтрак ждет.
There you are. We got the sigil of permission back.
You have my thing.
May I take your order, sir?
One grilled ticker fish.
Certainly. Well,
No almond tofu this time?
Ticker fish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to... By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed...
And so...
Да, сваливаем в закат. И все. И мне даже не напишут, что квест выполнен, то есть там глава закрыта, все вот это вот, да? Типа, шел бы ты, Дмитрий, нахер. Да. Я Я разочарован. Давайте вот сюда сгоняем. Говорят, что ага, о событии. Ага, ага. Так куда надо-то? Сформируйте команду из 2 персонажей, продемонстрируйте свою... Ага. К заданию. Поехали. Сейчас у нас будет с вами бойцовский клуб. Андрей, моя лучшая подружка. Когда успели, потеряли пацана в ЖК, слушай, там недолго. Так, ну что? Ага, вот он стоит. Самурай в длинных штанах. Рад тебя видеть, ты по-прежнему в отличной форме. Угу, угу. Вот тебе нате хрен из-под кровати. Мне кажется, мы упустили какой-то момент с участием этого чувака. Где-то должен был быть мировой квест. Так, что он... Ёп. Ну, давайте попробуем на обычке сначала. А, то есть даже вот так. Так, вслед за ветром. Ну, а почему бы и нет? Шлеп и шлеп. Ага. То есть вон оно как. Занимательно, занимательно. Ладно, давайте вот так. Так, и вот так. Мгм. Здесь Тиграни и Кандакию. Здесь Делюка и Сахарозу. А до 7-го, я надеюсь, мы не доживем. Пусть будет Барбара и Бейдо, я не знаю. Так, а где у нас? Мгм. Давайте здесь так. Здесь нам нужно по-любому. Вот так. Хотя нет, наверное. Здесь пусть будет так. Ну, а здесь пусть так будет. Не знаю. Блядь, сука.
There's no end to
Nice
this.
and spicy. Wings of dark. Eat this. Oz revealed. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. You're toast.
As you wish. Have a little taste.
А в смысле боевые способности команды снизились?
Sword comes shadow. Incoming. All hail. Don't blink.
Я так не согласен.
Allow me. Covenant of the deep. Try this on for size. Hold the line. Blink.
Так, а ты же лучник у нас, да?
I hear everything.
You, we shall prevail.
One with the forest.
You're exposed.
I'll uproot you.
Grant us your blessing.
Animal test 6308. Animal hypostasis emulate.
Let's get down to business. Verdict is... Lucky day.
Stand clear. Enhanced animal module. La, 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 la.
Eyes on me.
I'll protect us.
Угу. Боевые способности команды снизились. Такая себе, конечно, дискотека, я вам скажу. А. Я понял. Я понял. Это... Да, я уже понял, Минька. Это я уже понял. Слушайте, ну это прям такой геморройчик, я бы сказал. Такой лютый геморройчик. А отряд надо каждый раз заново собирать? Нет, слава богу. Так, давайте тяжелую сложность попробуем. И поехали. Чтобы просто понимать, когда спадает этот гребаный эффект эффективности команды, потому что эта надпись снизу вот эта прям такая посредственная. Да я вижу, что там снизу пишется, но это прям неудобно, пипец. А ну отстань. А, эффективность отряда снизилась. А я-то думаю, что так плохо-то? Сжечь упырей. Не, вот этот отряд у меня прям совсем сосешь.
is over. Rest and rebuild. A brash maneuver.
Ай-яй-яй. Ай-яй-яй.
One with the forest. I'll uproot you. Hey, that tingle dry.
You're exposed.
Can't see.
We shall prevail.
Нет, тут вообще все плохо. Ну, я, в принципе, смысл я понял. Всего доброго. Смысл я понял. То нужно прям сидеть, кропотливо подбирать отряды и проходить. Этим я сейчас заниматься что-то не горю желанием. Если кому-то от этого станет легче. Да, я пососал, я не могу. Ху Тао. Бабочка Харона. Так, ну погнали. Знаешь, сосать это тоже талант. Да. Однозначно. Там просто нужно сидеть, подбирать персов на это все мероприятие. А мне, если честно, как-то лень.
Are you here to play with me? By royal decree. Get them. The merrier. Over here. What hit me? Wings of darkness.
Можно я что-то пропустил нить разговора, после чего именно ты со мной перестанешь общаться? На этих словах я включаю песню Моргенштерна. Вот после этого я точно с тобой перестану общаться. О, закатнички. Надо собрать. Очень полезная, между прочим, гадость. В них варенье варится. А из варенья потом манштатские оладушки крафтятся. Ну, те, которые из картошки и сосновых шишек. А теперь наверх. Хреново, что они тут телепорт расположили в пещере. И непонятно. Думаешь, вот так вот, что он тебя сейчас наверх телепортнет? Потом еще выберись из пещеры, где куча всякой хрени ходит. А это у нас что? Это надо сломать. Я вон вижу, там угол сундука торчит. Пойду пить какао, подумаю о жизни, друзьях, взаимоотношениях с друзьями, взаимоотношениях друзей с друзьями. Да и смотри, Настя, это может увести в далекие дали. Там еще и зефирки к какаве могут появиться. А это уже, извините, да.
Why did we come here? Not that I'm scared or anything. It's just that this is how lots of scary stories go. Quick, do something! Paimon's intuition says that anyone we run into here is going... If he gets us, he's gonna eat
Who are you? Traveler? Are you from one of the other? Could it be that you? I'm just here for a funeral. I don't mean to offend. No matter.
Whew. Seems he's just your average scaredy cat. He looks more afraid than Paimon.
Видимо, я знаю, что я скотина. Да. За это мы тебя и любим, ты забыл?
Don't be afraid.
Gods protect me.
No. Stop freaking out and
Relax. Yes, whatever you say. Please don't come any closer. I mean you no harm. Don't touch me.
Ой, господи, психопат на кладбище.
He said nothing's gonna. Was it something Paimon said? Let's go after
Ну, я понимаю, что такую сволочь, как ты, сложно любить, но все-таки, да.
Как уже сегодня сказали, он пришел сюда, чтобы сеять хаос. И на этом моменте у меня к тебе есть один вопрос.
Огромное спасибо, Манчкин, за поддержку. Ну, давай, задавай.
Знаешь почему?
Я богатый молодой. Знаешь почему? 10 лямов на ладонь. Знаешь почему? Мой секрет пиздец простой. Знаешь почему? Просто я делаю, что хочу.
Я тебя забаню, Антон. Это просто вот. Блять, год не общался. Думал, человек нормальный стал. Ага, хрен там. Сволочь. Забудь, что я говорил. Во избежание того, чтобы меня накрыли, да, пожалуйста, скипните. А то у нас Моргенштерна признали инагентом, кстати. И так что нахуй. Не стоит так делать.
Oh, you know Zhongli? Well, I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, responsible for, well...
Какая милая девашечка, а? Вы только посмотрите.
A satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town. Whatever the request. Yeah, if we were looking for Wangsheng... Ah, but you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who sooner or later. Well, that's dark. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advance reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to work, but be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living...
Она такая милая. Ну, говорит, это, место поточнее скажите, когда вы сдохнете.
If you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big day comes. Whoa, that's... you... There's a...
You'll have to excuse her. We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. It went very smoothly. According to the director...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, funeral... What more is there to say? These three belong in the same sentence. You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill. You being here is not... maybe your understanding of normal isn't quite normal. Adventure? Then you are one of our distinguished clients. Would, to be precise. Would? That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels. Wicker, bamboo,
Пруд, бамбук,
wood,
дерево и
and
мрамор.
marble.
Чем выше
The higher
категория,
the
тем
grade,
теснее наши
But I've
связи.
only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it.
А, ну...
Don't look so shocked. Oh, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains. Clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily lives will ultimately benefit... Oh, touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come... Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to strike a business deal with the Adventurers Guild. With you... Let me think what I could offer you as a reward. Ah! We're looking for someone. We've asked a lot of people, but this seems like something right up my alley. I can even inquire with you see? Helping me will be worth your while.
Я, говорит, могу
Come on
расспросить
then, my
тех, кто
able
умолк
assistants.
навеки.
Let's get down to Liyue Harbor and do some business. When did we Longshan Funeral Parlor.
А можно мне
The
этот?
ones who no longer speak.
Можно мне в консультанты Джунли?
You mean talking to the dead?
Он хотя бы адекватный. Верните деда.
It's a weird one.
С ним у нас дела попроще ладились.
Ugh, you again. Look, I told you, we're not.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, one of your members is an avid supporter of my. Oh, since our last negotiation, I've come up with a new. First things first. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor will prioritize the Adventurers Guild requests above all others. You'll also. That's not all. We also provide an on-site cadaver collection service covering almost all regions in Liyue. Now, we do charge a slight.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more, but our offer is at stand. Just think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take precautions.
Yeah, no. I'm not so sure that saying applies in this context. Speaking of precautions, I'd rather focus on keeping. It's time for you to go.
Oh, wait, hold on. What would you say to a group discount? 30%.
Массовое захоронение.
Director, please, you did your best.
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it seems like she's trying to sell them the funeral. Yeah, nothing left. Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are inevitable. It's only a matter of time.
И где же у нас здесь похоронное бюро-то находится? Серьезно? Вот это? Паромщица, служители ритуального бюро.
Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung, are you done preparing?
My apologies.
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. Then they squeeze those inside the parlor through the crack under the door. I fulfill the requests written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the. Although, it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back and forth. If only we could find them by the bat.
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the special.
Вот это концентрат цинизма. Вот это я понимаю.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I've been trying various marketing strategies. I put up posters just like all the other shops. Then I organized the Wangsheng Visitor State. Well, that doesn't come as a. And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable. So now, I go from door to door looking for people and organizations willing to cooperate. Just the other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons. Just by writing things like, buy one, get one free for the holder of this tile.
Два по цене одного.
Oops. A solid and durable second home, of course. They may not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. It won't start deteriorating. All right, Mung. Keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles. The future... Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not comprehensive. It is true. I was offering all kinds of great benefits to the event, but in doing so, I neglected my old clients. Let me do some market research. Wait here, my faithful assistants. I'll be back. Paimon already told you we're... Guess we got dragged.
Какой-то звездец.
You must be the director's.
Not us. We're just very.
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. too much knowledge. The director is tactful when it comes to what should and shouldn't be known.
Куда нормальнее своих хозяйки.
Keep going. Let's go find.
That's settled then. Write it like this. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Bumper Sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. More for your Mora. I love it. Better than all that lifeless brochure stuff.
But director, isn't lifeless the name of the game in this industry?
That's old hat. We're opening up.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up?
Poor guys give it.
Right. We should get going. I am not letting new business escape us.
We?
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here?
Stop adding little afterthoughts like.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. For the moment. Lighten up. The way I see it, people make death. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their imaginations run wild with baseless fantasies. What we've ended up with is a topic that people are morbidly afraid. More approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
Paimon wouldn't say that.
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. How should I... The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. One component of this is correcting notions of death and the afterlife that people may hold. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of...
Then you really don't have it.
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all. I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by me, all right, let's get going.
Куда?
Director, wait.
Big G? Who's that?
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of.
Where are you going?
To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way. Reach beach.
Так. Что началось? Что опять началось?
Я просто отвратителен, но пока рылся в своем залайканных видео, чтобы отправить на стрим. Нашел это. Я понял, что это оно. Я знаю, что меня теперь возненавидит по-настоящему, а впрочем, пофиг.
Так. Ну, во-первых, огромное тебе спасибо. Смотри, Екатерине заранее понравилось.
Ее могли бы звать экзотически, Мадонна или попросту Дженнифер. Она в известном мире поп-музыки, только зовут ее просто Катя. Мой друг на ней зациклен фактически. Песен звонит и шлет сообщения. Все это не смертельно, но все-таки, если увидите, передайте. Если увидите, передайте. Катя, возьми телефон.
Будем орать. Кто-то яростно, кто-то гневно, кто-то просто ржать. Вот, он говорит, я пошел. Куда ты пошел? Ну, хорошая же песня. Много. Что началось? Опять какой-то движ. Пошел, надо взять телефон. Я вот думаю, может быть, втихую ей на рингтон поставить. Я включу тебе звук, уйду на работу и с работы позвоню. Представляешь, как будет классно? Собака сутулая, пес бродить. Лейв. Подожди, а чё? Там квест какой-то? Ну, там квест мира в Лиюэ? Невыполненный? Чего? Вот это да. Вот это редкость. Надо забрать. А я прям создан. О, нефритовая рыбалка. Этот квест мне как раз таки там и нужен был. На репутацию в Лиюэ.
The Wangsheng funeral parlor director. Don't apologize. Get to know us. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well, going out with a bang is the best way. If you keep talking like this, I'll... No. Oh, but Wangsheng funeral...
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you... Well, thank you.
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Is that what you see this as? Surely you don't think all that...
Then what was it exactly?
No. The business development ended after the I was helping to find somebody for Mung. You remember Big G? As it turns out, the Big G that Mung is looking for is the three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. But so we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind...
Huh? What would I need that kind of a...
Big
Were
G.
you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng
А что, в
funeral
итоге
parlor
Катя
was
взяла
going to
телефон? Ну, слушай, вроде он с телефоном сидит.
Or...
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that...
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng funeral...
Так, нефритовая рыбалка. А где у нас эти сидят? Далековато. Давайте тэпнемся сюда и отсюда добежим. Не, ну, хутаовский прям вообще. Да, юморок, конечно, такой забавненький. И цинизм я люблю. И черный юмор, но все-таки хочется какого-то экшена.
None of this will go to waste.
Mung, I'm back.
I see. Well,
Who is this Big G?
I guess I should start at the beginning. Big G was one of them. I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. But recently, after one such visit, I can't help but wonder. Did I disturb him? Perhaps. I don't have proof. How would I ever come to terms with my childhood
That's why he joined Wangsheng funeral parlor. And in fact, what Mung has said is entirely plausible. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself.
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around harming people.
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. Those people we found today were also
О, смотри, еще
childhood
сундук
friends.
стоит, что я его
I thought there
пропустил.
was a good chance Big G might have hidden him.
Wong Hill, childhood friends?
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng funeral? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this. Oh, some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I think that.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's.
You believe so too? That it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the. And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh, and the symptoms I'm having are just like those described in.
Wuwang Hill? No.
Hold your horses, both of you. Isn't that exactly what you.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like.
All right. Don't panic. However, in order to lift the curse, come with me, my trusty assistant.
I guess I'll come.
А можно мне тоже черненький костюмчик, а?
Incense exorcism, the one I taught you. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we finish.
Okay, I get.
Right. Let's go.
Так, стой, подожди, сундук надо забрать.
Open sesame. No.
Здесь просто сейчас вниз полетим. Так будет проще. Еще сундучок. Давайте, наверное, вот тут развлечемся немножко. В смысле? Я думал, ты улетишь. Вот так. Примерно. О. Ты ж, смотри-ка, умирать не захотел. И главное, чтобы эта здоровая махина не навернулась никуда. Сюда иди, скотина. О, так-то лучше. Знаете Байонету, помните ее шикарный голос? Помните? Забудьте, актрисе озвучки предложили четенький река за роль. За ВСБ роль. В Байонете. Просто вдумайтесь, что ты несешь, Андрей? Что ты несешь? Остановись, прекрати. Подумай.
Rituals are you gonna perform here? No ritual at all. Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful God's Curse stuff serious. You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason with them. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. And the best way to do that is to make a great
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old. Why would you ask that? Paimon just wants to know why we can't tell it.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is a...
Makes sense. But why would anyone believe that it's a curse?
Do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world, and that resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading.
purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased.
Paimon didn't see that.
Yes. Anyway, it took many years. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully to sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead. So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more...
Ну,
Anyway,
ближе к
let's wait
делу.
a bit more and get ready for the show. This ley line monolith will make for a really... Ah, you're finally here. We just... Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It'll... But don't worry. The traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot to tell...
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more...
Чем сразу ненормально? Они, например, очаровательно, непосредственно или оригинально?
All right.
Действительно.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
Здравствуй. Теперь я буду над тобой измываться. О,
Born of ice and frost. Blaze over.
Nice and spicy. Eat this. Oh, it's revealed.
оп. А вот и аннигилировали.
Did the curse leave your body?
Yes. I feel more... I can't express how grateful I am for your...
Great. This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation. So riddle me this. If I didn't...
The curse? Then why was I...
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the...
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Задумайтесь, в последнем случае за последние года два, наверное, когда там вышел ДМК-5 с деланным Platinum Games по заказу Nintendo, решили кинуть актрису озвучки на деньги.
Wow.
И что?
What a weird thing to... I shall head back.
Я не шибко помню, чтобы там у нее было слишком много фраз.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, since we are done with the matter at hand,
I believe that won't be needed.
Он жалуется, что актеру озвучки в ДМК-5 слишком мало заплатили.
You found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you.
This is Big G.
Well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal. Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Мы к этому никак не пришли. К этому пришел Андрюша и решил с нами поделиться. Но так как я был немножко занят боевкой, Он не был своевременно послан куда-нибудь далеко.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember when it was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place?
This explanation...
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my professional.
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I promise I wasn't up to any. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from.
It must have been poor Luocheng that he followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he.
I was.
Oh, I assume so. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hu Tao and Meng were searching for you.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids.
So, all of this was just because
Yes,
you
what
got
was-
lost? Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's much easier to find your way from up above?
Фэнтези подарочек лебедям. Трагедия происходит, а вы... Нам... Нет. Не вижу трагедии.
It's too high for.
That's right, yes. You. You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the ley line monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. No, all we have to do.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also little Wu.
Well, if that's the case, Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together?
That's not a good.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious, so be careful what you say when you collect.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
Так, а мы какой там квест про рыбалку взяли? Кто-нибудь помнит, как она называлась? Но нефритовая это она нефритовая, это начало квеста, там еще потом дописка была.
Yes, I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, but he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. Just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here. Definitely not
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food I can make it for you, if you bring me some Jueyun chilies. I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor. Jueyun chilies are a common...
Это всего лишь один перчик. Забирай, конечно. Мне не жалко.
Great. This should be... I'll get started on the Jueyun chili chicken when everyone's ready.
Great!
У вас уже такие отношения? Вы за друг друга мстить собираетесь?
Not you again.
Meng told us about you.
That's true, yes. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why, but I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. letting go. So,
How did you know?
I'm a businessman. Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I set up shop. But, here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we helped today. Business is booming. I ended up...
Wow!
For me, it's... So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking...
We already...
I see. If it's Songzi you're after, let's meet at the overpass. I've got an errand to run. I'll...
Где? А, вон наверху. А как туда подняться? А, не знаю как, поэтому поднимемся через задницу.
You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times, thinking back to past.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've...
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan Sao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. A few days ago, I bought some quality plastrite shards. They're currently... I've already spoken to the manager.
Seems like you already know what's going on.
Или не какой-то баба, голос культового персонажа, профессионала, что зарекомендовал себя на рынке в крупном профильном проекте. Это мальчик. Добро пожаловать в реальную жизнь, тут двойные стандарты. Это разговор нехорошо обратно. Я плюю всегда через задницу, понимаешь, начни как вот именно то, что всегда. Тема вчерашнего разговора у Андрюшки быстро прогорает. Хорошо, у меня сейчас, Андрюш, к тебе вопрос. Ну, кинули. И чё? Вот просто. И что? Понимаешь, как бы... Я даже отвлекусь, наверное. Если это действительно культовый голос и человек, зарекомендовавший себя в большом проекте, и это профессионал своего дела, она не работает по принципу, ну да, конечно, я вам озвучу, а вы мне тут, какой Андрей Настудуев, который Рагузин, который психопат бомбящий. Она не работает по принципу, я вам озвучу, а вы мне потом заплатите. Они заключают договор. Плюс у нее есть юристы, менеджеры и компания, на которую она работает. И если ей заплатили всего 4К, значит, она на это подписывалась. Если она на это не подписывалась, у нее есть юрист, который пойдет в суд и даст пиздюлей компании. Я надеюсь, я доступно тебе изложил ситуацию. И то, что ты сейчас разводишь панику в чате, это, конечно, хорошо, да, там актив, все дела, люди что-то пишут, там переписываются, спорят. Но оно нахер никому не нужно, понимаешь? Найди какую-нибудь адекватную тему, чтобы со всеми поговорить, а не бомбить на то, что там кому-то, какой-то актрисе озвучки, известной только тебе, чего-то там не доплатили. Хорошо, давай я сейчас подниму хай по поводу того, что актер, озвучивающий Железяку в первой, второй и при сиквеле Борде, работал вообще бесплатно, и ему ничего не заплатили. Давайте устроим холивар на этой теме. Так, мне вот это вот надо посмотреть. Задание. А, ну нефритовая рыбалка, она одна. Это вот дела загробные, тут целая хренова гора их. А нефритовая рыбалка одна, окей.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Please, wait a moment. This is the final step. Okay, I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual, no matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take.
As for the matter of Big G...
But if you get the chance, and that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
Thank you. What Big G is lucky to have. We got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
Ни хрена себе. А чё так далеко-то? Так, не, второй раз я на эту хрень не куплюсь. Я попробую тэпнуться сюда. Да мне даже за Ху Тао повоевать не дадут.
Oh, you're back already. You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon? Does Paimon look that I'm kidding. Anyway, nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story, which is just as well, because if they had attempted to guard the border between life and death, this is Wangsheng funeral. So what about us? Does it? Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time... So listen to everything I say. Paimon's scared, but like Hu Tao says, we're...
О, данжик, грань. Надеюсь, они хотя бы поработают над визуалом в этом данже. Потому что если нет, это будет очень грустно. Хотя бы тумана нагоните. Но...
Somewhere close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire. So keep your cool.
Тоже копейщица.
The farewell ceremony site is just up ahead.
Кстати, интересная копейщица.
That pattern looks familiar. From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing. Oh, just like last time.
Классно, так стена развернулась. Так. Слушайте, а неплохо. Ну-ка, дайте еще ульту посмотреть. А, извиняюсь. Можно было бы, наверное, даже вместо Сенлинки взять. Хотя я не уверен.
end ceremony? I'm pretty sure that's not how people play.
Access denied.
Oz, reveal thyself.
У Сянлинки, мне кажется, урона побольше будет. Ну да, ХП она теряет прям за здрасте. Ничего нет.
By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions. On your marks. You talking to us?
Подожди, а с чего я проседаю-то так? А что за херня? Я, может, что-то не понимаю? Своих атак, когда ту хрень активировал, тоже просел. А ну-ка дайте я почитаю ее особенности. Так, таланты. Потребляет определенное количество ХП, откидывает окружающих ее противников и входит в состояние танец бабочки. Сила атаки Ху Тао в этом состоянии увеличивается в зависимости от ее макс ХП. Полученный таким образом бонус силы атаки не может превышать 400% от базовой силы атаки Ху Тао. Конвертирует урон от атак в первый урон. Этот эффект не может быть отменен какой-либо элементальной инфузией. Заряженные атаки накладывают на врагов эффект кровавого цветка. Повышает сопротивление Ху Тао к прерыванию. Угу. Противники с эффектом кровавого цветка будут получать первый урон каждые 4 секунды, который считается уроном элементального навыка. Каждый противник может иметь только один эффект кровавого цветка. Угу. А успокоение духов при попадании по врагу восстанавливает некоторый процент ХП. Этот эффект может активироваться. Короче, я понял. Она сама себе дамажит, но за счет этого... А чё за... Но... Наконец-то. Да. Так точно. Гражданин Ватбокс. Блять, зачем я это сделал? Ладно, ладно. Кто придумал менять персонажа на эту кнопку? Вот раньше было на квадраты, было все хорошо, а теперь... Ну да, то есть пару раз юзнешь эту штуку, и у тебя уже ХП нету как такового. То есть ее собирать в какую-нибудь... Ее собирать либо в жир и элементальную реакцию, чтобы ульту быстрее настакивать. Как она там? Мастерство стихий называется вроде бы. И тогда можно будет на ней играть, чтобы с ульты подхиливаться. Но все равно с ульты отхил не такой большой. Забавненько. В рывке она в бабочку превращается. Персонаж прикольный, но... Хз. Но павукан сидит. Уже не сидит. Достаточно своеобразный персонаж. На самом деле. Можете вражбить, пока не сдохнет, урон качать. Но, слушай, это тоже вариант. Ну, то есть, с ней бы мне здесь пришлось просто потратить 6к хп, чтобы включить пироурон и побить куст. Прям такое. Мне кажется, или я где-то что-то пропустил? Нет, так и запланировано. Зачем бить камень? Потому что его не дали. Ать, молодец, Мунлайт. Могу, умею, исполняю. Зачем следить за выносливостью, да? Горжусь тобой, Мун. Я тоже собой горжусь. Это выход, между прочим. А если быть точным, переход на следующий уровень. Я вот одного понять не могу, это и...
We're stuck. The spirits have trapped us.
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over. So you set us up? Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
Выход. Кроме того случая, когда выходишь в окно. Что я проебал вспышку, пока чат читал. Но я понимаю, что я занимаюсь какой-то херотою, да. Попробую взять кристалл, не класть. А, ну если только с этой точки зрения, типа навернуть кругаля. Скотина. По-моему, ты здесь уже был. Да не, бред какой-то. Не могу же я по кругу 5-й раз ходить. Ну и просто уже по традиции. Давай. Шестой круг. А я умею. Я умею. Я ими буду летать, Антон. Я не буду ходить кругами. Я ими буду летать. Будет бегать овалами. Я овалами могу побегать. О, зато смотрите, в этот раз здесь не нужно вон эту гадость крутить. Суицид 2, Мун 0.
That's exactly the point. Trust. So that's the weird. Yep.
Действительно. А теперь просто вниз. Ябада-баду.
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this.
Здрасте.
Are you clients? Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. My name is Lan Si. I've been waiting for someone for a long time now. Exactly how long I couldn't really say.
Попытка не удалась.
Everyone says waiting is difficult, but walking, I can keep waiting, but it's all the same to me. Waiting's all like.
О, сундучок.
Are you new here? I can't believe how nice the scenery is. I thought it'd be all... Here I can finally work out a lifetime of emotions. By the way, have you seen Uncle Jean?
That guy?
Good for him.
If you're curious, why don't we go and see?
Some other time, perhaps.
Так.
Lantern right again. Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns ourselves one day? You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me. As long as you yell it really...
Yell it? Isn't that kinda embarrassing?
As soon as the first person yells, then everyone else just joins in.
That's right. Little Woo.
All right. I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never-ending dishes and snacks, so I could eat joy-you and chili chicken every day.
If that's so funny, what to get rich, of course. Do big business and make a load of Mora. With Mora,
Yeah, if you get rich, you could buy that super expensive toy box.
not just one for everyone. No, load.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a businessman, then I don't need to earn it.
Whoa. It's tough getting rich. Don't put all the pressure.
As for me, I want to learn to make Mingxiao lanterns. The big...
Yeah! That way we don't need to go to Liyue Harbor to release
При кринжевании нас будет, видимо, так студенты придумали орать в окно «Халява, приди».
Anyway, those are our wishes. Mung, Big G, what about you?
Me?
It brings back so many memories.
It's been so long. Have all those wishes really come true?
We asked each of them for parting. Little Woo's become a chef. Momo's a successful businessman. And
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dreams. Anyway, time to release this lantern.
Я понимаю это. Мы все пронесли их в сердцах, как и обещали. Короче, пора запускать фонарь. Дядь.
Let's give them some space to go over. Take the hint? Really? Of all of us, you're the one who needs to learn how to read the room. Monk's already crossed the border. That's the only way to send Big G up. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was once upon a time, during the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness. People were plunged into misery and suffering. Disease was... Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first established. As humans, it's
Этот
found
мужик
were
похож на
deemed too
церковного батюшку. Тим,
insignificant to
отведи от
matter.
него ребенка подальше. Он хоть и дух, но ну его.
To drive away death. They must have paid a huge price for that. After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with... By that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world. I won't go into specifics of that situation, but suffice to say, it took a long, long time. Longer than you'd think to restore balance and reinstate the border. Without it, Liyue Harbor as we know it wouldn't be here today. Neither would the... Not a chance. Curiosity can be... What you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is just that. We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence... Huh? It's about time. Let's go. What kind of place is that?
Будущее будет вам из-за Отца, из-за Сына и в Святого Духа.
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes.
И все, да? А сюда мы зачем ходили? Кто мне напомнит?
think we did everything we could to make you happy,
Сюда мы
Big G,
ходили,
wouldn't
чтобы
you say?
залутать сундук.
But if you ever really do become an evil spirit and come back with more nefarious...
I won't, I promise. Now that I know that my friends are doing so well,
I also want to thank you.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past...
How can you say such...
Well then,
See you later, Big G.
not like that. You won't be seeing him later. Let's stick to goodbye and such.
no worries. I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled that day.
Nah, don't be bothered by that.
All right, I'll remember you all.
He's gone then. I thought that closure would bring me relief.
So, what was the wish you two made?
Well, after each of us has started a family and built a career, we want both our families to spend the lantern rite together. That's why I envy my friends so much. Little Wu and the rest, they all had a chance.
That's right. Also, think about
Вон у
this.
тебя какая
Everyone
прекрасная
gets back to
женушка.
Ash one day. So enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to
Ну,
the land is over,
давайте, делайте семью, собирайтесь все вместе, празднуйте праздник фонарей.
Either way,
С прибамахом,
everything
правда,
will
но
return
ничего,
to
нормально,
normal.
жить можно.
I have a lot of feelings to process.
No worries. It's a good opportunity for you to go on vacation. Consider your leave a
Aren't you forgetting about something?
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on...
The biggest
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't accessible to you. I'll keep my eyes open in case anything crops...
You don't sound like you mean it.
Вроде полупризрак, так что это некро закончите сами. Ставить. Мы можем идти и вставить тут пожелать.
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. How...
Stop saying...
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word. My exquisite sense of...
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still look... But I've never seen any of the previous directors there. Not even once. This means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the right decision for them.
О, Гоха пришел. Приветствую. Что? Как твои дела? Что нового расскажешь? Сегодня прям день каких-то возвращений, Антон. Ты, Миника. Осталось действительно дядю Мельхиора найти. Так, ребят, давайте, наверное, на этом мы остановимся с вами. Чё-то я подустал. Сегодня квесты выдались не такие интересные, как вчера. Прям вот, ну, совсем грусть. Грусть, печаль, тоска. Прям, ну, нет. Здесь у нас будет прям такая череда охренительных квестов в Инадзуме. Как я понимаю, начиная с Сёгуна. Значит, мы не пойдем в дыру лесы. Пойдем. Сейчас все пойдем в Дискорд, сядем в голосовую и пойдем в дыру лесы. Я тебя переименую в дыру лесы как раз-таки. Я еще хочу мне делать. Вечером мне еще... Так мы же не расходимся. Мы же сейчас в Дискорде встретимся все и дружно. А на этом я стрим заканчиваю. Всем, кто присутствовал, огромнейшее спасибо. Сегодня было весело, сегодня было интересно, классно, здорово. Все побомбили, все поматерились, поругались. На этом я с вами прощаюсь. Всем, кто присутствовал, еще раз огромное спасибо. Всем удачи. Всем пока-пока.